Alright, guys. It's your boy here, of course. Just gonna do some runs today in the Coliseum. So we got Resonant battles, we got Arena Assault. No Allegiance battles, which is fine by me. Mode is pain in the neck to live stream. Alright, in the meantime, while we wait for people to get in, we're just gonna quickly take a look at some of these defenses in Aether Raids. Alright, so Deceiver up first. We took a -20 here. Okay, so my defense team, it's pretty much the same exact thing. Just running Save Skill Hector with Catria to give us triangle attack pretty much. We got Alm and Lif, who have very good reach. What I should do actually is put Not over there, so I can then put Alm and Lif over there, so they'd be able to just use Pathfinder, and I have another unit that can possibly attack. She also has the Menace skill, which could be useful. I don't know. This team, I still got to work out a couple of problems with it, but it's been working pretty good with the double Dancer setup with Eldigan and Triandra, so it's not too bad. Alright, we got Carlos almost in the chat. What's up, my man? My boy Tacho, how you doing? Doing pretty good. How you doing, bro? We got Ace. Hey, Tacho. Hey, Ace. What's going on? Team Epiphany Connor. What's up, man? How y'all doing? Alright, let's just make sure animations are on. Okay, so let's get this started here. So it is fire season, so we're going to see a lot of legendary Lilinas. I'm running her myself on my offenses. Very good unit for Aether Raids. Especially now that Kanto control is a thing, so you gotta watch it if you're using Yuri. If the enemies have Kanto control, he just can't bust in and tear a hole in their defense anymore. So Lilina not needing to really worry about Kanto is pretty good. Alright, Dominique Snyders, what's up, man? Lif with Attack Smoke 4 sounds so toxic. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's true, doesn't it? Like, he's going to get Impact after he attacks. He's going to inflict Attack -7. He gets Defense and Res up 6. Lif is a very bulky unit. He's a very good player phaser, but unlike most of the player phasers, he's such a strong tank. At least the ranged player phasers, anyway. Most of the range units are very glass cannon, but Duo Lif is not. So, yeah, him having Attack Smoke 4 would be pretty wild. Alright, we got Cinder-chan. New face, never seen them before. What's up, Cinder-chan? Hello, everyone. How are you? Hi, Tacho. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm doing a lot better. I had a flu last week, and it was pretty gross. Very congested. Had a little bit of a fever, too. But I've been taking these orange pills, this thing called Emergency, and I have these orange pills. Orange C is like a drink. You mix it in water, and you just stir it up, and it's like... It gives you a lot of citrus to help, like, build your immunity up. And then these orange pills that have a lot of vitamin C, too. So I've basically just been taking that all week, and it eventually went away. Citrus is very good for your congestion if you have congestion. So I would recommend taking a lot of vitamin C. Lord Lopez. Imagine when we get Letizia, Attack Smoke 4. Oh, yeah, that's another unit that's going to be scary with that skill, right? I still can't believe Letizia inflicts attack -15 on the foe. That's just obnoxious. Like, that's the level to which units are getting now. They can just do -15 to an enemy stat and it's okay. Letizia is going to be so crazy. We're probably getting her soon, too. I can imagine for the Book 6 midpoint banner, we might get Letizia. Because we already beat her in the story. We just took her out and... we basically have her at our mercy. So she could be on the midpoint banner for this one. Alright, Jassel. Meanwhile, I wanted a lot of Speed Smoke 4, but got 2 Attack Smoke 4s instead. Yeah, I was hoping to get a lot of smoke skills on my summons, but that's not really how it turned out. I can't really complain, though, because I got Ninian and I got, what's-her-face, Lilith, right? So, I got 1 copy of Speed Smoke 4, but I'm probably just going to keep that Lilith, because she seems good enough to use. I really like that she grants null follow-up to the support partner, and then she has the super jump effect. So, that Lilith is probably too good to fodder, but at the same time, she seems like the best fodder unit in the game to any non-infantry character. Alright, here's another Lilina. Alright, we got Duo Crom, we got Leggjarn, Milla, Uller, and New Year Regan. Okay. Alright, Jassel says, I still think Time's Pulse is better for him. Time's Pulse on who? Who are we talking about there? Duo Crom? Because I've seen a lot of people just say run Kanto Control on Duo Crom, and I'm like, yeah, you could totally do that, because he just plays a support role anyway, and he gets enough special cooldown reduction when he uses his to change fate assist. But I don't know, man. I still like having Time's Pulse to get that instant satisfaction with the Deadeye. Okay, James Hong saying, how would you make Legendary Roy viable again? It's going to take a lot of affirmative action for Legendary Roy's remix to make him good. I think they skipped him a couple of times too. He was supposed to have gotten his by now, but he didn't. So for Legendary Roy, I would say, first of all, they might have to give him something like what they gave to Legendary Marth, where Marth has bonus doubler and Chaos Ragnal built into his weapon. So whether he has buffs or debuffs, he's still going to be able to turn into a stat ball. And Roy is trying to use bonus doubler, but he needs some other way to get it to work. Maybe what they could do is just give him attack and speed unity as his remix skill. That could probably work out. And then just for, what's his C skill called again? Human Virtue, I think. What that needs to do is grant, like, all stats up 6. Or maybe they could just make it better, make the blue buffs actually higher than 7. Because right now, plus 7 is the highest. What they could do with Human Virtue is make it, like, attack and speed up 10 to infantry, or any non-dragon or beast unit, because that's what his condition is. Something like that would be pretty interesting, I think. Yeah, because then imagine, if we get plus 10 on blue buffs now, and then you got bonus doubler, that's essentially plus 20. And they also got to give him, on Human Virtue, the null panic effect, like we've seen on the Rouse 4 skills. So once they do all of that, he'll start looking a lot better. Okay, Connor Nuttall says, I've done 4 circles so far, and so far all I've really gotten is 2 4-star specials and a Pity Breaker Shannon. 4 circles is what? Like 20 orbs per circle, so about 80 orbs. Well, there's also tickets and freebies, but around that ballpark, yeah. Typically, if you're trying to get a 5-star, I feel like the average for a 5-star is about 1 in 60 to 80, give or take how lucky you get. So you did pull Shannon, and then you got a couple of pity breaks there from the special rate. So that sounds about average, but obviously you're trying to get the hot new stuff, right? Alright, James Hong, how would you make Legendary Roy viable again? I just said it, basically. Give him attack speed unity as the remix skill. Give Human Virtue attack and speed up 10 and null panic. And then for his weapon, I think his weapon has distant counter, effective against dragons, and actually that might be it. It's just effective against dragons and distant counter, right? So They got to give him some stats, because the Sword of Seals was so badass in Fire Emblem 6. They need to really step their game up with that weapon. Okay, Nod Blake says, any tips on how new players should progress? That's very difficult, because this game is very punishing to players who just started out. I'm not really sure what the best advice is, honestly. I would say just farm out as many orbs as you can from the story and doing the missions and the chain challenges and all that stuff. Gather as many orbs as you can. Wait for a legendary or mythic banner and then just go balls to the walls. Spend every last orb that you got and hopefully try to get a plus 10 on something. I would recommend legendary heroes and maybe mythic heroes too. You should be able to plus 10. Let's say you farm out all of the story and chain challenge orbs. And then you wait for the legendary banner and you just snipe one color. You're probably going to get a plus 10 on all 3 of the units on that color. And it'll be a mix of legendary and mythic heroes. So that's probably the best way you can start things out. Because you need the plus 10s on the legends and mythics to score better. Okay, this guy's got air. He's got Ascended Ishtar. Okay. Haven't really seen too many people using her, even though she is very good. That's the movement bias there, because she basically does the same thing that the Harmonic Lysithea does, except Ishtar only moves 2 spaces. So, Lysithea does have a little edge there. And we got Dagger. We have a Brave Edelgard near save. Fallen Morgan, okay. And then the Hatari Azura. Oh, this dude is doing the old school strats. Get a tanky mage, put them in front, and then have a near save armor in the back. Is that going to work anymore? I'm not too sure. Alright, Edelgard just barely survives Alm's attack. And now she's going to die. How crazy is it that Brave Edelgard may be getting a refine soon? She's one of those units that you wouldn't really think needs to be better, but I'm sure if they refine her, they'll give her damage reduction on the first attack. So she actually has a way to get to the 70% DR she has later. Alright, so that takes care of those replays. Let's hop in. Let's do Resonant battles first, because it's very easy. Alright, I think this is my RB team. Alright, Dominique says, attack speed unity for the A and human virtue nullifies debuffs. You'd pull a Fiorm there. Yeah, actually, that is true, right? Okay, so maybe not Unity then. You know what I'm trying to say though, right? Like, build him the way they built Legendary Marth, where he's got bonuses from being debuffed or being buffed so that it can go either way. Alright, Funny Bunny. Hey, Funny Bunny. Not gonna lie, Lysithea is better than Ascended Ishtar. I mean, it's really tough because Ishtar technically is better because she has tempo built in and Lysithea doesn't. But just being a cavalry unit by virtue makes her more usable. Alright, let's go ahead and get started here with Resonant battles. I haven't even looked at the map yet. I should have probably did a map check before this. Yeah, so we got the Boots guy all the way in the top and the Dancer Veil. Gotta love that, right? When the 2 guys that let you move more and take more actions are all the way in the back. So you can't really cheese this one. Oh, they got a lot of walls on this one. This one... It's going to be a little bit tricky to get to this Dancer Veil guy. Let's see here. I didn't bring a Dancer either. I just opted to go with Chrom for his support. I might want to have Lilina over there. And then over here... let's say maybe something like this. Okay, so we'll attack over here. We'll get rid of that wall. So I'm going to have Lilina get rid of... oh. Okay, I guess not. Man, I thought Lilina was going to be able to kill that guy for sure. That kind of messes me up. Okay, let's go for that. I want to get rid of Soth right now. Wow. Just barely. Maybe I should have Chrom get rid of Soth. Okay, we can do this. We'll go for that. Get some damage in on Zelgius. Alright, Neo Phantom says, hey there, just arrived. I missed much? Nah, we basically just started for the Resonant Battle run. Funny Monkey says, hope Battle's refine is good. I'm sure it will be. I'm pretty hopeful for the Choose Your Legends 4 refines. You know, it's funny. If you had asked me a couple of weeks ago if Choose Your Legends 4 units are even getting refines, I would have said probably not. Because, I mean, it just seems like blasphemy to give units like that refines already. And then you look at some of the recent things that have been coming out, and... I don't know, man. I feel like they probably could get refines now, because compared to some of the recent stuff, they're underpowered. Alright, James Hong says, enjoy your videos. Nice break from med school. You keep making high-quality content. Well, thank you very much, James. Alright, he's going to sleep now. Alright, definitely get that rest. Med school, that is a challenge. Not everyone's cut out for that, but if you're good enough to even get into med school, you must be a big brain unit yourself. So, very cool. I think finals are coming up too. That's got to be stressful. It's about finals season now, right? Okay, Funny Monkey also says, would Speed Smoke 4 be good on Brave Erica? I can give her Attack Speed Catch 4 also from 1 Lilith. Yeah, Brave Erica's pretty good for it. She has damage reduction already on her weapon, I think. Can't remember if it was her weapon or her beast skill that gave her damage reduction, but pretty much any cavalry unit is a good choice to give it to. Any cavalry unit that has good speed and Kanto preferably, I would say get the priority with Speed Catch 4. And also the Flyers too. The Flyers are really good with it. Brandon Zavala, I'm editing my paper as we speak. Oh boy. Yeah, that's one thing I do not miss at all. Having papers due for school. I've been on so many rants about why school is bad, but the workload is just too much, and it feels very unnecessary as well. Like, is there a reason why we need to be writing 10-page papers? Well, it gets worse. In 10 pages, that's like high school. When you get to college, it's like 20-page papers. Like, why? What is the purpose of that? Most of it is just padding anyway. The way that I would write in my college papers, it would be like 80% padding and 20% content just to get to the like page requirements that the professors have set. So I don't really see the point. I'd rather just be clear and concise and make the paper actually good as opposed to filling it up with a whole bunch of fluff, you know, just because they want me to write 20 pages. That's such an antiquated way of thinking, too. It's like, oh, you wrote 20 pages, you must be smart. Actually, no. That just means I wrote a lot of bullshit. Funny bunny with the truth there. Just write a Fey weapon description. Yeah, if they had a paper due for me, I would just show them Bunny Delphia's weapon and be like, there you go, give me an A+. Look at how much I wrote. I deserve an A+ for that one. Wow, okay. Lethe is pretty badass. We can't get rid of her. Man, Lilita can't kill anything either. That sucks. I'm gonna go ahead and move Sonya up. I might have to pop the harmonized skill with her already. Yeah, this is not looking good. Alright, my items kind of suck. Oh, Sonya has Unity. Maybe if I pop the duo skill with Chrom, we should be able to get enough stats to get rid of somebody. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Very rare that I get to use grand strategy, but it does come in handy every once in a while. Alright, so let's get rid of her. All Might says, rant some more about school, Tacho. You'd be speaking to the choir here since I graduated with my bachelor's. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like whenever I'm spitting about school, it's probably not what I should be talking about on these. So I should refrain. Because at the end of the day, school is still school. You need it. You may not care about it, but you still need it. So, I don't know. In lieu of any professors or teachers in the chat, I'm going to give you guys a break and not talk about school. Wacky Warrior says, we talking college? Yeah, pretty much college. That's what I was referencing there, because high school is not really bad. It's high school, you just hang out with your buds, basically. That's all I did in high school. College, the workload is just out of control. Alright, Funny Monkey says, when's the next double duo banner and who should be on it? We just recently got the calendar. I'll check it after we finish this fight and I'll answer your question. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Let's get Sonya in better range. We're going to get rid of this red guy. And then we'll be free to pop the boots at any moment so we can just rush up to that blue thief and get his item. I'm kind of shocked Lilina can't beat Zelgius, though. That might be because she lacks a special ready, but I mean, still, you would think Lilina of all units would be able to get rid of Zelgius. Okay, so I guess we'll attack Micaiah here, because nobody else can really reach Sonya after that. Byleth has entered the chat. Yeah, Byleth sees me talking about all this homework. Has Byleth really given a lot of homework, though? I don't feel like Byleth gave a lot of homework. Byleth seems like more of those practical kinds of teachers where their lesson plan involves a lot of field trips and watching movies and stuff. Byleth is way too chill. Alright, we'll go ahead and pop the Fortifying Horn. I believe if we do that, we should be able to get rid of this guy. Yep. Okay, so let's go for it. Okay, Wacky Warrior says, so, Tacho, would you just say, or who would you say is your favorite unit with a not-so-good outfit? Mine would have to be Sully, just because I want people to stop comparing her to a toilet bowl. Okay, I'm guilty as charged. My bad, man. Even if I like her armor. I don't know, the toilet armor from Awakening was just really weird. But my favorite unit who doesn't have a good outfit Now, are we talking outfit or are we talking artwork? Because that could go either way. If we're talking artwork, there's actually quite a lot of units that I like that I don't think have the best art. But that doesn't really mean their outfit is bad, per se. So, like, Rebecca, I think Rebecca's outfit is fine. It's just that her artwork is not fine, to put that in a nice way. Alright, Byleth is the one teacher you like in school, probably. I mean, I'm sure all the boys like Byleth if she's a female. If you have the female Byleth as the teacher, I'm sure. That's a lot of eye candy when you're in high school, right? When you're Sylvain's age, then Byleth is your favorite teacher. Byleth makes the students commit war crimes, yeah. Does she? Actually, I don't know if I would say that. It's not like it's Byleth's fault necessarily. It's just that's what the Church of Saros wants her to do. She's just following the curriculum. If the curriculum involves war crimes, then I guess it's A-okay, right? Can't go against the church. Alright, so we wrapped up there. Pretty fun. I like Resonant Battles because it's very different. I'm not sure if this rank is going to hold, but we are in Tier 21 for the moment. It's hard to say. I don't know, because, like, merges do matter in here, but I don't feel like too many people merged up the Harmonic Heroes. Because they don't really offer much outside of Resonant Battles at plus 10. Whereas units like this, the Duo Heroes, they get the boosted score on their Duo skill, and this guy in particular, he's got to change fate with which is the highest cost assist you can have. So he's just a scoring monster. Okay, let's quickly take a look at the calendar, because somebody asked, and then I'll tell you guys what's coming up on the horizon. Okay, so they wanted to know when the double special banner is going to be. Let's see what it says here. Okay, double special heroes, where are you? Actually, I don't see the double special heroes banner on here. Unless I'm tripping, I actually don't see the double special banner. Is there no double special banner this month? Because I feel like it would have been on here, right? So, Beyond Control, that's going on right now. We're going to get a summoning focus for new power. Those are going to be the refined units. So, Idun and things like that. Maybe they'll be nice and put Duma on that banner, but I doubt it because he's mythic. Who else got refines? We got one for one of the seasonal units. The Picnic Felicia, she might be on there. They have actually put seasonals on the new power banner before, so maybe Felicia will be on there. But the real prize, though, would be if they put Duma on there, because he's mythic. Alright, then we got Legendary and Mythic Hero Remix. That's going to have Duma on it, presumably, because Duma was the one who got his remix. I'm not sure who the other remixed hero is going to be on that banner. They really slowed down on the remixes. They started doing one per batch, even though I don't think anyone was complaining about them doing two at a time. Alright, then we got a Tempest Trial Plus banner. Summoning heroes with life and death. Heroes with glimmer. And then a whole bunch of Bride banner reruns. Yeah, there is no double special banner on here. Very interesting. But we should be getting the Bride banner on the 20th. So I would expect the trailer on the 18th then. On the night of the 18th. They usually do it on the night, like, before the reset. But the trailer doesn't come out at reset, so it's like the day before the day before. And then we got a Legendary Hero Summoning event on the 31st. Yeah, so no double special banner. Very curious to see why they wouldn't do that, but I mean, maybe they're just trying to save on the, whatchamacallit, the pacing of releasing all the seasonals so quickly. Alright, Midnight Rosa says, Harmonic Duma with who, though? Grima? Wouldn't it be... Oh, well, I was going to say Duma and Milla, but that wouldn't be a harmonic. That would be a duo. So, Harmonic Duma, who would he be with? Probably one of the other dragons. Maybe Medeus. I think Medeus and Duma would work pretty well, because they're both, like, fell dragons. Well, actually, Medeus isn't a fell dragon. He's an earth dragon, but, you know, he looks like a fell dragon. So, like, Duma's dragon and Medeus's dragon would look pretty good together on a harmonic. Alright, let's go ahead and hop into Arena Assault. This is my Arena Assault team for this week. Pretty much just relying on Fire Blessings with Hector. And I'm expecting this team to get clapped up. Round 1 is not going to be fun, because we got to deal with Duo Dagger and Duo Crom, and they both turn Felix inside out. So, until we get to round 2, things are going to be a struggle. Maybe I should actually, like, prepare some better items now. Because normally what I do, I just bring the items that I have more than the other ones of. Like, I have 57 Lightning Charms, but then I got, like, 97 Panic Charms, so I'd rather use the one that I have more of. But we might have to play pretty seriously today. Alright, we'll bring Naga's Tear, we'll bring the boots, and then we'll bring... maybe the Pressure Charm. Limiting them to one space move is pretty useful. Yeah, I guess we'll go for this. Okay, 758, we can do way better than that. Okay, 764, that's pretty good. Alright, Midnight Rosa says, Tacho, how do you feel about a speedy Winter Altina? Speedy in what sense? Like, you're running speed passives on her? I don't really know if that's necessary. Because she doesn't really benefit from speed at all. Really, with Altina, you just want to double attack with the Brave Weapon and ramp into Twin Blades. Her base speed is pretty bad, too. She's got, like, 19 speed or so, like 18 speed, somewhere in that range. I don't know if speed on Winter Altina is the best idea. Okay, we lucked out here. We got a pretty easy map. Oh, Duo Marth. This might just be the rarest unit to ever see at +10. So, attack and defense unity, special fighter, far save, and armor march, huh? Interesting they'd give him far save when he is more of a player phaser. Right, so he gets, let's see here, speed up 3, bonuses granted by rallies or hones or bonus movement, then gets all stats up 3 and special cooldown charge +1 per unit's attack. Okay, so he already has +1 special trigger, and this guy's giving him special fighter, huh? That's... I don't know if I'd do that. I'd probably give him Daring Fighter or... the new fighter skill that Lucina has, the one that gives you damage reduction, Savvy Fighter, I think that'd probably be a little better for him. Yeah, because then he gets half a null follow-up and he gets damage reduction. But I don't know about Special Fighter on this guy. Alright, but like I said, we got pretty lucky. Not a difficult fight, because we can abuse the defense tiles, and they don't really have too many crazy offensive threats. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take it a little bit slow. I'm going to want Lynn to get rid of H3 before we do anything else, so she can't just jump us or anything. Funny Bunny, I forgot Winter Marth existed. Yeah, I think everybody did. The rarest duo alt, because you barely see him. Yeah, I really don't see this Marth ever. He's just not that good. That's all there is to say about it. As unfortunate as it might be, he's just nowhere to be seen. What do you guys think? You think Felix can bait Marth? Like if I have Hector get rid of Ephraim here? Well, actually, he's not going to move 2 spaces because he doesn't have Armor Stride. So I guess it doesn't really matter. Dominic says, I never see Duo Alm. What happened to that guy? Yeah, he needs a refine by now. I don't even remember what he does. Duo Alm. I think he had bonus damage on his weapon. Or like he cuts the opponent's defense. He had something similar to what his legendary unit has with Lunar Flash. But I really just don't remember. Okay, I think I could get rid of Marth here if I were to just end a bunch of actions with my other units, because I have Blade Session on Lyn. We could also get rid of him with Hector, but then Edelgard's kind of scary here. Actually, hold on. What turn? Okay, it's an even-numbered turn. I do have even follow-up on Hilda. I have Slaying Spear on Hilda. Maybe Hilda would be able to beat Edelgard here. It's kind of scary, though. Edelgard is still very, very threatening of a unit, but I guess we'll try it. Alright, Lord Lopez says, Duo Altina will be crazy when normal Altina gets the refine or remix. Yeah, the nice thing about Altina is that she's one of the few melee units that can nullify damage reduction. Well, I say that, and nowadays we have so many melee units that can do it, but back in the day, Altina was really the only one that did. But now we got stuff like Nana and such that nullify damage reduction, so I don't know. Okay, I'm actually not going to attack here because I don't want her to get Gale Force. So I'm going to put Lyn there so we get more units for attack and defense form. Alright, so here comes the big bad Edelgard herself. Okay, she is going to activate Gale Force, but we were able to pop her with Aether there, so... Okay, first fight down. Pretty easy. The rest should be a piece of cake. Ruby Maru. That's a new one. Hey, Ruby Maru. What's going on, bro? My +0 Brave Erica runs circles around +10 Duo Ephraim. Yeah. It's sad, but true, right? Like, anything that didn't come out within the past 6 months felt like it's been power crept by now. The power creep in this game is something else. I know power creep is a thing in gacha. Like, every gacha is going to have power creep. But this game just takes it to a whole new level. I have never played a gacha with this much power creep in my life. Alright, let's get a map check here. So we got near save on Myrrh. Then Edelgard, Celica, and Innies. So we could just pretty much play with some range units and get the best of them. I guess this one will be fine. Ray Zen, Tacho, which mythic do you think needs a refine or remix the most? Either Nagi or Altina. Or not Nagi, Naga. One of them two, I would say, needs it the most, because they're just not very used anymore. There's no reason to use them. Like, Naga was kind of cool when she came out for Arena Assault specifically. Because, she gives effective against dragons, and dragons, believe it or not, used to be the meta a very long time ago in Arena. With units like this Mur is a prime example of what the meta used to look like. So you could have Naga just give effective against dragons to whoever, and you were basically guaranteed a free win in Arena Assault. But that's not going to fly anymore. So, I don't know. Naga needs a whole lot more than what she's got. Same with Altina. She tries to do the Vantage Brave Attack thing, which has been phased out so hard. Alright, let's just go ahead and move these units into range for now. Alright, we should be safe to do that. Alright, Funny Monkey says Yune IMO. Yeah, Yune could use one. The thing about Yune, though, is that she's still kind of useful. Because she's a flying ranged unit with a built-in follow-up. Her res is good enough, I would say, to pull off some debuffs with her debuffing effects. So, like, believe it or not, Yune is still kind of serviceable. She's not, I don't want to say she's, like, crazy or anything, but she can still work, for sure. Alright, Midnight Rosa says Dokkan power creeping is more frequent than you think comparing to Faye. Tacho, no, well, see, the thing is, in Dokkan, they can do all the power creep they want, but there's no PvP for it to matter. So it's like, the only thing that happens in Dokkan is if they do power creep, it's just good for everybody. Just means that our units are better, and we don't have to worry about fighting other people. But, like, in a PvP-based setting, the power creep in Faye is just, like, it almost feels like your investments don't even matter. Like, take me, for example. A lot of the units that I invested in were from Book 1 and Book 2, because that's when I was spending the most money. And I really can't tell you any of those units even hold up anymore. There's just no hope for them. Oh, we got Phaeology in the chat. What's up, man? Tacho, when do you think we'll get the anti-damage reduction mage special? Hopefully never. With the mages, it seems like what they want to do is just give them damage reduction, like we've seen on Sorin and Duolith. Because, like, actually negating damage reduction with mages, that'd be a step too far, I think. That's not something we need right now. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of Celica. And then we'll go ahead and get rid of Innies here. I might actually be able to win on this turn. Let's find out. Because I have a whole bunch of movement shenanigans I can pull here. So I can go ahead and dance. And then we can Kanto over there. And then Azura can double dance on Hinoka with the Harmonize skill. Alright, we don't even need that, though. We got Lilina to get the KO. Joel, is that you? Chris Lee says, a YouTuber I watched was playing that Jurassic Park game that's essentially Pokemon Go, and it sounds like power creep is really bad there. Are you talking about Gaming Beaver? I love Gaming Beaver, by the way. I used to watch him. I used to play one of the Jurassic Park gachas, believe it or not. This was like in 2015, though, when I think Jurassic World had just came out, and it was kind of a hype movie, and the gacha game had pretty good graphics for a phone game. I was very blown away by the presentation of that game. So I didn't play it for a little bit. Midnight Rosa says, the day Mythic Altina gets her refine is basically me doing the Majin Vegeta evil smile when I head into PvP. Yeah, Altina, they're going to have to do a lot for Altina. Because she needs a way to get through the, whatchamacallit, the near save units. And right now, there's not really a way she can. Pretty much all the melee units are in a really tough spot, because if they can't get through the near savers, they are in a bit of trouble. We're seeing a lot of Edelgard and Celicas. I guess that makes sense because it's fire season, but I mean, I'd rather fight them than like Duo Corrin, Duo Chrom, Duo Dagger, etc. Alright, once again, though, very easy clap, so see what we've got here in the tank. I guess we'll go for this one. Yeah, because we can abuse Kanto. He doesn't have any save skills, so we're good. Alright, Lord Lopez says, the anti-DR Mage special will come when Insys releases Tor mod, because he will have Flare as the special. Was that what it was called? Flare? I don't recall Flare being the name of the skill. I thought it was called Corona. In, or maybe Corona is a different thing. And I'm not talking about the virus when I say Corona. I'm talking about the special from Radiant Dawn. I could have swore it was called Corona. Oh, wow. Big rip. That's me being a dummy. I should have figured that was going to happen. I don't know why I let that slide there. Me talking smack, too. Like, oh, this is going to be an easy clap, and we just get bodied there in one turn. But, hey, that's why we have tactical retreats now. We got 2 of them as well, so it's like, I'm really not too worried here. Ooh, Duo Ike, okay. Alright, Phaeology really likes Duo Ike. Phaeology and Oblivion Knight both. His Duo skill is really good. But I feel like that's where all his value is. It's just, his Duo skill is great, and then, other than that, he's just a DR sword unit that we've seen a million times. Distant Dart, Close Call, JDA, and Darting Breath. You could give this guy triple DR if you gave him Speed Smoke 4. Interesting, though. Basically just playing him up for speed. Alright, let's see what I've got to deal with that. We also got Corrin, we got Byleth, and Leaf. Alright, we're going to need some heavy guns to get through this. We need a lot of firepower. Duolith is probably our best choice. Or we could use Dimitri, I guess. Yeah, Dimitri's probably a good idea too here. Huh. Or we could do... Yeah, I guess we'll go with this, because Hilda can attack Ike without being countered. And I can just basically kite him over and over with dancing and attacking. So we'll go for that. Okay, Nice Nonia says, why did they put 2 tactical retreats now? Just curious, but I don't mind it. Probably because of all the cancer that they released in Arena now, because you got to deal with Duo Chrom, Duo Dagger in basically every fight. They're not. It was fine when we just had to deal with Legendary Chrom because he's only in Water Season. But Duo Chrom, not only is he better offensively, but then he's a duo hero, so you can run him anytime you want. And then you got like Duo Dagger to deal with. You got to deal with Also, what's her face? Duo Peony. So they can have a dancer. They can have Pathfinder. They can have Corrin to do all of her antics with the Brave attacking. It's just not fun. Fighting arena teams now is just not fun. Unless you yourself have a decked out arena team. Raizen says, we Ruptured Sky buffing damage from foes' attack. When are we getting a special that boosts damage based on foes' defense and res? Oh, that'd be a good idea. Isn't that just the same as Luna, though? Like, if you cut their res in half, wouldn't that be the same thing as gaining 50% bonus damage based on their res? I feel like they would just go, like, hand in hand. Phaeology says, Oblivion Knight uses young Ike really well. Injustice looks silly with my +0. Yeah, you know, the one good thing I will say about Duo Ike is that he's a really good beacon unit to have. Like, you can put him in front and you don't have to worry about him too much. And then you can pop his Duo skill to reset, like, Yuri if he has lethality, or Chrom with Deadeye and such. So he can really stall the enemies out pretty well. And he's a fair frontliner, but if he initiates, he's not really going to accomplish much. Especially not if they have a near saver like Idun or something. He is on a defense tile now, so that's pretty scary. We're going to save him for last, though. The major issue I have with this guy is how weak he is when he's by himself. So, like, if I get rid of Lith and Byleth, then Ike is all alone and he's not getting a majority of his bonuses. I'm kind of shocked that Byleth can live all of my power here, but Ideal and Lull attack and res will do that. So we're going to need somebody else to get rid of Byleth. Huh. Maybe we just give it a turn, I guess, like wait a little bit. Supposing Byleth breaks this structure, Lith could move over there, but he's still not in range of anyone, so I think I want to keep Dagger right where she is. Let's go ahead and move Azura over here. Let's get Yuri over there. Ike is just sticking to that defense tile. Now we can get rid of Yuri, or get rid of Byleth. So let's go ahead and do that. Chris Lee says, that happens, Rosa. I've spent a ton of orbs getting legendary Corrin, yet I still use my normal Corrin more over her. Yeah, I guess you could do that, right? Like, you could still use your favorites to a degree. Alright, this is a little bit awkward, but if we do all of this, we can get out of the way. Alright, David Holland says, if you want to beat Medeus easy, use lethality. Medeus is a lot more tanky than Rhea, but they're both good. Asian Baka says, hey Tasho, I need your opinion. I have a +9 Brave Micaiah. Should I buy the Fey Pass to spark my last copy or summon the last copy? I do have a plentiful amount of orbs I saved, but you know, RNG. If you want to just get her done, I would say go for the Fey Pass. The Fey Pass is all fine and dandy if you need it to get something specific with the spark. Like for me, I've pretty much sworn off of the Fey Pass, but I still got it for the Harmonic Sonia. Because I really wanted that unit, and I was very close to the spark anyway, so I just decided to take one for the team and get the Fey Pass. But the Fey Pass really doesn't offer much. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get rid of Leaf here. And that's going to trigger Dagger Smoke, so we'll get defense and res -7 on Ike. He's also all by himself now, so... Wow, check that out. Yeah, see? Look at this. Even with color advantage, Dagger can still get the better of Ike. That's just not acceptable, man. This is why Ike is good, right? He's not a bad unit by any means, but if you guys want to know why I downplay him, this is why. He just lost with color advantage to Duo Dagger there. Not a good look for Ike. Alright, Blaster 360. It's your boy Tacho and your other boy, Male Kana Lover. Who's the Male Kana Lover? Ruby Maru says use your orbs first, and if you don't have her by 40 summons, buy the pass. Yeah, that I probably should have brought that up, by the way. Yeah, that's what you want to do. Summon first before getting the Fey Pass, and if you don't get what you want, then that's when you buy the Fey Pass. Because you might get lucky and pull her on the first pull or something. Okay, I'm actually going to go ahead and use my other tactical retreat here, because 758, I think we can do better. Okay, and we did just slightly. We got 762. Alright, so we got Edelgard, Lilina, Peony, and Dagger. I'm insulted. What, no Chrom? Is Chrom not good enough for this guy? Alright, so we want to player phase these units. Let's see what we have here. Probably a good idea to bring Atri. Alm is going to do very good against Edelgard and basically everything else as well. Yeah, this one should be fine. You just got to be careful that his units don't get danced too much. Alright, Edelgard's going to move first. She's probably going to attack one of these walls, and then Lilita should attack next. She'll probably attack a wall as well, and then get danced. We might be able to snipe Dagger here on turn 1, actually. If I can figure out a way to do it. Yeah, so like if I break this, I just have Atri stand there, dance her, attack Dagger, and then cancel back. Right? Yeah, let's give that a go. I guess we'll just leave Katria there. Go ahead and get rid of Dagger. Asian Baka says, already did my summons at 40 out of 40 to get her to +9, so Fey Pass seems like the way to go. Yeah, pretty much. If you already went ahead and did the summons, then that's what I would say. Oh, we got very lucky there. Okay, so I was thinking they were going to dogpile this wall and break it, and then they'd have an avenue to come down that way, but they didn't, so fine by me. Now we just get rid of Peony, and we're pretty much golden here. Let's see, what's the best way to do it? Let's go ahead and attack there. If I have Alm attack Peony, he can close call back 1 space. Then I could just repo with Katria, right? Yeah, I think we got it. Also got Pulse Smoke to reset her special there. Oh, after that, we can... Without her special, we can all of a sudden beat Lulina now. Oh no, it wasn't the special, it was all the joint drive attacks that Lulina was getting from Peony, I guess. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of her. Dominic Snyder says, damage getting cut in half on Brave Alm after he attacks is Chef's Kiss. Oh, yeah, actually, Alm would be really good with Speed Smoke 4, wouldn't he? That's another one. There's so many units that make good use of those Smoke level 4s. I'm honestly impressed that they made them so good. Just makes me wonder what some of the other skills are going to look like when they get the tier 4. Alright, Flapping Pigeon Simon. Okay. What do you think of using Valentine Crom as a tank in Aether Raid's offense? Yeah, you could certainly get away with it if you run Vantage on him. Like, just keep Distant Storm, give him... Or not Distant Storm, give him Close Salvo, give him Vantage, and give him the Fury Seal. And then he can pretty much just counterattack instantly with Vantage. Most of the offensive threats in Aether Raid's defense are glass cannons. So, like, one counterattack should be enough to kill the enemy. It's pretty similar to the Altina meta, actually. Like, where we're just using Vantage and dual attacking on the enemy phase. But the good thing about Crom is that he doesn't care about Duo's hindrance structure, so he's pretty much fine. Funny Monkey says, Atri having DR is so broken. Yeah, Atri's B skill is up there, man. Her B skill might be, like, the best B skill. Well, actually, I don't know. I might have to recant that statement, because there's so many good B skills now. I'd have to look at all of them to really see which one's best, but yeah, Atri's is definitely up there. Very easy fight, just a bunch of melee units. In fact, we can probably just bait Azura turn 1, and then that's all we have to worry about. So let's see what we've got here. I guess we can go for this one. Yeah, I should be able to bait Azura with Knot, because she's going to do way more than 5 damage, and we'll just kill Azura on the counter hit. So what I need to do is basically just get Knot over there. We can do it like this. I'll put Leanne over there so she can heal What's-Her-Face next turn. Alright, Funny Bunny says Legendary Claude has the best B skill, of course. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fallen Star, yeah, that one is probably the best, actually. Completely forgot about him. Okay, there's a lot of trench tiles on this map. Kinda sucky for my cavalry units, but we do have Pathfinder, so that does help a little. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of Fiorm. Huh. If I attack with Kata here, am I going to be able to Kanto back onto the Trudge tile? Because I have Kanto 2, it's going to be essentially Kanto 3 with Knot right behind her. So it's like I move 3 spaces, I move 1 back to Knot, and then 2 to get back to the Trench tile. I think that's how that works. Although I could just play it safe, attack with Knot, and then have Erika get rid of Hana. I don't know. Let's just YOLO it. Why not? Because I'm actually curious. I want to see if I can Kanto back there. Okay, no, we can't. Oh, man, I might have goofed up there. But we also got some debuffs on Hana because we inflicted panic. So at least we got something out of it. Wow, we cannot get rid of Hana right now. Maybe if I just dance on Kata here. Okay, yeah, there we go. That's what happens when you're effective against the entire game. You just one-shot everything. Okay. Alright, Atrocity is pretty nutty. Oh, yeah, Atrocity is a really good one, too. How about everything smoke and then... What does it give him? Bonus damage, too? Atrocity is really strong. Alright, Dominique Snyder says, I hate Moonlight Bangle and Brave Erica with a passion. Raisin says, I mean, Altina can still kind of be used if you use her with Thor, Moose Spell, and allies buffer attack like crazy. True damage is really good. Yeah, that's a good point with Moose Spell and Altina. I hadn't considered that. Yeah, Moose Spell with Brave attackers. That's pretty good. Why didn't I think of that? Because I actually love Moose Spell. I use them a lot. But I've not really used them with a Brave attacking unit before. Erica can turn 0 times 2 into a kill. Yeah, because she negates guard and then she just ramps into Luna and that's it. You're dead. Pretty much. Alright, let's give this one to Erica. This one's for you, Dominique. You hate Erica? Well, here you go. Alright, Dragon Fang. Let's see how much this does. 73 damage. Okay. Ina was on a defense tile too there, so... Yeah, Erica is one hell of a drug. Alright, David Holland says, I wonder if we ever will get Resplendent Zelgius. You know, if we ever get a Resplendent for a Tempest Trial or Grand Hero Battle unit, I feel like Black Knight would be their best bet. Because everyone has built Black Knight. He was so good on release, and he's still kind of good with the way the meta is right now. He had low res, that was his main weakness, but you just give him near save and it doesn't really matter that his res is bad anymore. So like him with Black Luna, he'd be a pretty sick Resplendent. Alright, Lord Lopez says, true damage, -5 to all stats, and Pulse Smoke. Atrocity is crazy and great. Yeah. True damage is the way of the future. For sure, because like we have all this damage reduction on units, but getting true damage is like a way to offset the damage reduction almost. Because the more damage you're doing is gonna basically eat through whatever damage reduction they had. So yeah, true damage, like what we saw on Fallen Rhea, where she gets 40% bonus damage based on the foe's res. It's almost like she gets Luna on her own attack, right? So, yeah, pretty strong. Alright, here we go. Finally, we found a duo Crom. I was wondering where he was. Got Yenfei, Edelgard, and Edelgard as well. Alright, let's see here. What do we do about Crom? What do we got? He is going to have damage reduction, right? This one has close salvo. Sometimes they take off close salvo and they go for ideals or unities or things like that. And when they do that, you can bully him with melee units. But when he's got close salvo, he's extra annoying. I guess we'll go for this. Yeah, Fallen Dimitri should make mincemeat out of him. Alright, Chris Lee says, I was talking about this with my friend, and we feel Grail units getting a Resplendent is not likely. Well, why not? Why is that? I don't see why they wouldn't, because there's so many Grail units that would make them money. I can imagine, like, Resplendent Zelgius would totally sell Fey Passes. A Resplendent female Robin, because she's a female, well, not because she's... Well, yeah, also because she's female, but... Because, whatchamacallit, people like the main characters, so... Robin would probably sell Fey Passes. There's a lot of popular characters that were free that would totally sell Fey Passes. Maybe we could get a Resplendent Mass Marth, and then we'll get the Resplendent Lucina art that we deserve. Alright, let's see here. Edelgard and Edelgard will move 2 spots. Assuming Chrom repositions, he could move there and attack possibly over there. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna say that Chrom cannot kill Ashe if I have her on a defense tile. Which she probably... I mean, he probably can. I don't know yet, but... Maybe if I ruse him... Well, it's not going to matter. Even if I ruse him, he's still going to, like, reposition and then remove the ruse anyway. So I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, he's not going to do what I said. Which is fine. That's better for me. Okay. Alright, now we have to deal with Dum Dum over there, who has or near save. Man, Byleth can't kill her either. I guess she is on a defense tile, but... We might have to pop an item here. Because all of a sudden, this got real scary. Huh. I don't even know if I kill her if I get the ruse off. Alright, we could attack Chrom. You know what I'm going to do? Let's attack Chrom with Byleth. I can reposition Chrom, I can dance him, and then I can have Byleth attack Chrom again and then get rid of him. Or no, actually that's stupid. What I should do is attack Chrom here. I'm just going to have Triandra dance Byleth. Then we can repo and move that guy out of the way, and then we can get rid of Chrom here. Okay, that one took a little bit of brain power, but we were able to get it. Alright, yeah, we should be good now. My god, Chrom is so annoying. Alright, Chris Lee says, don't get me wrong, I would love Resplendents for Grail units like Xander, but I feel they wouldn't do it because take incentive from doing AR as much as possible. I don't know. Nah, I don't think so, because there's so many Grail projects that people want to build, and they drip-free the Grails anyway, so, like, just because we get a free copy from the Fey Pass, I don't think that would change anything. Dominic says, just tank her, Ashe is that good. Yeah, she could probably have tanked Edelgard, but I'm not sure if she would have tanked Chrom on the defense style. Because, like, he's going to get Deadeye, and then he's going to get the guaranteed follow-up and all the other nonsense that he does. Either way, I was able to do it in a different sense, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, how do you like this? Blue Lion fans, what do you think about this one? I don't know if we should do that. This is canon, by the way, guys. You see this right here? That's canon. That is a fact. That's factual evidence right there. Dimitri sucks. Edelgard rocks. Yeah, there, I said it. All you Edelgard deniers. Alright, Funny Monkey says Oter has attack and defense menace. Yes, he does. So does the fallen female Robin. Or no, not fallen female Robin. Fallen female Morgan has attack defense menace. Alright, Raisin says, a unit I will never merge or fodder is Moose Spell. His C skill true damage attacks or stacks with itself, making it busted. Yep. Plus, giving him distant counter can make him an Omni tank. Yep. That's exactly what I did. I gave my Moose Spell DC. I was using him pretty effectively in summoner duels on a beast team. He works. He's really good. Moose Spell is one of those slept-on units because we don't really have any unit that gives passive bonus damage like the way he does. Alright, we got a lot of people mad in the chat about me throwing shade on Dimitri. I mean, what do you want me to say? Look at this. This is abysmal. We're hitting her 4 times and we're only doing 10 damage. That's not fun. Alright, now that she's off the defense tile, though, we can get rid of her. And we'll go ahead and do this, and we probably beat Yanfei also. Oh, okay, maybe not. Yeah, Yanfei is pretty badass also. Alright, we'll leave Ash on the defense tile. I think Ash should be okay here. I probably shouldn't have did that. I should have just waited for Dimitri next turn, but... Alright, let's see what Ash has got. Okay, yeah. Ash probably would have been fine. I could have just relied on her. But, you know, never trust the, the damage window before battle. Tends to lie to people all the time. Alright, Ichi says, yo, Tacho, any plans on updating the Grail units tier list? I know it's a daunting task, but I would love it. Everybody would love it. That's, like, the most requested thing that I do is update both of the tier lists. The problem with that is it would be so weird compared to the old tier list where I feel like I did a relatively decent job giving everyone some credit. Like, all the units, no matter how bad the units were, I tried to... like, at least give them a spot, right? But nowadays, the tier list would be composed of, like, 10 units now. There's only about 10 units you can actually build and get them to work reliably. So it's just very disheartening that the investments just don't pay off anymore. Unless it's a very recent investment. Alright, I think this is our last fight. And we have good guy friend over here who took off the dance on Peony. Tomato Tome Lilina. Okay. And Madness Flask Atri with Deluge Dance. Alright, we have a good guy over here. Very nice and easy free win. Alright, never look a gift horse in the mouth, as they say. So my final team will just go in with this and hopefully get it done. Oh, I probably could have baited some of these guys with Sigurd, because he has a whole bunch of mages that are probably not going to be able to get through Sigurd. But it's fine. Madness Flask Atri. What the fuck? Yeah, they do this to be nice and, like, make Arena less cancerous while you're doing your runs. Oh, I think we could just leave Sigurd right there, and he's gonna beat Peony and Atri. Yeah, because Sigurd has damage reduction against magic, so... And especially with him having color advantage, I think we could just leave him there. And then the other two aren't going to be able to reach, so... Alright, Sigurd, let's see what you've got. Yeah, gotta love that, man. Dancing Sigurd, the magic tank himself. I love this guy so much. I just love any dancer that can fight well. Because it's like, you don't expect the dancers to be able to do much. Especially not in terms of tanking hits, but like... This Dancing Sigurd, he could put it in sometimes against mages. Definitely a very good unit. I might even have him get rid of Lilina too. Okay, we can't kill Lyn. We would get a whole bunch of bonus power, though, if I put a unit next to him to get the bond skills to go off. Oh, that'd be 13 extra damage. Nah, that's not enough. Alright, whatever, it's fine. Alright, Uriel Fix. Tacho, what's up? Hey, what up, man? How's it going? Glad you could make it. We're just about wrapping up here. We got one more fight to go. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pop the duo skill here. I was going to try to get him on the defense tile, but I don't think I can. Actually, no, I can, right? I can do this. So now Sigurd versus Lilina. We essentially soloed this guy's team with Dancer Sigurd. That's so awesome. And there you guys go. Tomato Tome animation right there. Not something you see every day. But we'll take it. Alright, Funny Monkey says, same with Plegian Dorothea. Not so much. She's more of a glass cannon. Sigurd, on the other hand, he's really tanky. I've also heard that the new Fallen Ninian is pretty tanky, too. I haven't had a chance to use her, though. I literally just summoned the Ninian, and I haven't even done anything with her yet. Alright, so we are just a little shy of top 100, which is fine by me. And we got a whole bunch of juicy cavalry flowers, so that's very nice. Alright, my fallen units that I summoned right here. So, Ninian, pretty good. She does a lot. Like, this unit is really good. I feel like she might even be the... She might have a case for being the best unit on the Fallen banner. Because she inflicts ruse when she dances, essentially, with attack res -7 and guard. And then she also has Call to Flame, which it gives the breath ramp to whoever she dances and attack up 6. And if they're a dragon, they get 1 bonus movement, although there's not really any player phase dragons that we can rely on. Things get really different if we get a dragon that can player phase and they have like a brave attack or something. That'd be really interesting. But right now, all of the best dragons we have are pretty much armored. So even giving them 1 extra space doesn't really help that much. Alright, Tim Henson says Baby Ilyana is pretty tanky. Yep. Baby Ilyana is one of the best demote units we've had. She's a very nice unit. Also a very nice unit to give attack smoke 4 to if you built her. Alright, Uriel says, I haven't gotten a single unit on the banner. I went for Lilith for catch for my Pleo. Or I want Lilith for catch for my P-Leo. I guess that's Picnic Leo. Picnic Leo is going to be eaten well if you give him Lilith. Alright, Chris Lee says, I was shocked that Ninian had 27 attack. Yeah, pretty much. It's kind of awkward, but in that same regard, it's not like she needs attack. And I even pulled her minus attack, so I'm going to have some real fun trying to get KOs with her when I'm leveling her up. But I'll figure out a way to make it work, I guess. Alright, Forrest says, Halloween Rhea can kick butt in player phase. Yeah, I'm sure she can. The problem with her, though, is that she's an armored unit once again. So she only moves one space. If they were to give us, like, let's say we get Emblem. Because we are actually going to meet Emblem in the next chapter, I think. If they were to make Emblem a dragon cavalry unit with a brave attack weapon, then all of a sudden this Ninian's value just, like, skyrockets. We just need, like, the moment we get a player phase dragon that has good mobility, this Ninian just becomes something else. Alright, Blaster says, True Dragon Wall is non-inheritable. Nope. It's because it's a white border skill. We can quickly take a look at that. Yeah, so True Dragon Wall, it is a white border skill. It's locked on Rhea, pretty much. I'm surprised people thought it was going to be inheritable, because then... if it was inheritable, that would have also made it the first gold border beast skill. So then dragons would score even higher now. That would have been something, I guess, but... nah, they decided to keep it locked on Rhea. Speaking of Rhea, I wonder when KCB is going to do his summons for her. He's probably going to try to plus 10 her, so I'm going to want to stop by for that one. Dominic says Tacho is not having a good day today. I'm not. I mean, felt like an okay day. Not too good, not too bad, but I'll take what I can get. Dr. Anime says, I'm still salty that I got absolutely nothing besides the spark, so now I'm sitting on 5% rate. Oh, yeah, that's painful. I think I have some leftover rate too. Yeah, 4.25, that's pretty high, because I pulled... before I went for the spark, I was pulling pretty good 5 stars at the start, and then it just fell off immediately, so like, all of my rate ended up building up. But I'm probably not going to go back in on this banner. It would be good to get a copy of Rhea. Like, she's still a very good unit for auto battle. Like, if I'm grinding Tempest Trial and stuff like that, I would get a lot of mileage out of Rhea. And she's certainly going to be good in other modes, too, like Summoner Duels and AR and stuff. But you guys know the rule, right? It's never invest in bait units. You always want to invest on player phase units, because those are the ones that just never age out. The bait units, as soon as they release a counter for the bait unit, they're not good anymore. But there's not really a way to stop player phase units from being good. Because, oh, they released a counter for the player phaser, guess what? I just attack somebody else. And I'm still getting a KO, right? So, like, this game is very biased towards offense as opposed to defense. Alright. Ichi says, Tacho, you think Letizia or Veronica will be the midway point mythic? Probably Letizia. They're the only ones that make sense to me, yeah. Well, if they gave us Veronica, it would be day 1 Veronica. And I don't think she holds up too well anymore, so... yeah, Letizia would certainly be the choice to go for. I think we can... hold on, we might be able to find Veronica in one of these maps. Let's see. Alright, so Chapter 9, I think we can find Veronica here. So, her weapon... look at this. If unit initiates combat, converts bonuses on foes in 2 spaces of target into penalties through the next action. So her weapon is Panic Smoke, and that's it. That's literally all she does. That is not okay. How are they going to release this unit in 2022? They're going to have to give her, like, a brand new weapon and some sort of unique passive skill for her to even be good. But Letizia, though, Letizia's crazy. That is one cracked unit. She's going to be nutty. So I would predict her for the midway point banner. All right, I think we're just about going to wrap it up here. We did basically everything I wanted to do. Just take a couple looks at chat, and then we'll wrap up. All right, Claw says, you tired, Tacho? Not. Well, I mean, kind of, not really, though, but I don't get much sleep. As you guys may know, the only time that I really can cover data mines and banner drops and stuff like that is as soon as they happen, because otherwise I'm going to be too busy. So I try to get to things as soon as they happen. All right, Midnight Rosa says, Halloween Rhea is infantry, Tacho. That's true. Yeah, I guess you could player phase with Rhea, but I mean, we need like a wall buster dragon is what I'm trying to say. Like, that's why a brave attacking dragon is something that I think would be very interesting. Because the dragons already have adaptive damage built in. So, like, if we got a player phase dragon that could really fight well, that would be pretty nuts. I guess we have Lilith, right? We got the new Lilith. She can player phase decently. She has Dive Bomb, which is kind of like a brave attack. She has Null Follow-Up. She gets Speed Smoke 4 to give her dodge. So, yeah. Actually, Lilith might not be too bad at that. I'm going to have to test out Lilith and Ninian together in Summoner Duels. Yeah, Halloween Rhea is infantry, but did I say that she was not? Did I call her armored? If I called her armored, then forgive me. Medeus is infantry too and is a wall buster. Is he? Is his banner still up? Hold on. What did he do again? I think he got bonus damage somewhere, but Medeus is more so like a tanky unit, I thought. If his banner is up, we'll take a look at him. Alright, so gets attack up 3, attack and res up 6, gets on guard. If foe initiates combat or if foe's HP is over 75%, inflicts attack and res -6 on the foe, and foe can't make a follow-up. Alright, well, he's getting attack and res up 6 and inflicting attack and res -6, so pretty good stat changes there. And then Assured Rebirth, if his res is better than foe's res, he makes a guaranteed follow-up. He gets damage reduction, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, I guess you could player phase with him. How does he fare against near save units, though? Like, if he's battling near save Idun, does he manage to beat her? Because if he does, then I guess you could look into that. That's probably not a bad idea. He doesn't get bonus damage, though. That's the one thing. Like, the bonus damage when you're attacking really makes a difference for these melee units. Yeah, Funny Bunny says Medeus is very tanky. He is. Alright, Chris Lee says, don't feel bad, Tacho. It's easy to think she's armored since most premium dragons are armored. Okay, you know what? Halloween Rhea is armored because she's thick, right? She can't move too well with that big old booty behind her. It's weighing her down, so hinders her movement. Alright, I think we're going to wrap there, guys. So, unit reviews. I want to do unit reviews, but I still haven't set up the Google Drive yet. So, eventually I'll get to that. I'll try to do it before the end of the week, though. So we can do some more unit reviews, and we'll be able to do it with Google Drive next time. So that's going to wrap us up for this live stream. Thanks to everybody who stopped by and hung out with me. All right, Forrest says Medius' kit is not geared towards damaging others. I would agree. It's more so like a bait type of kit that they gave him, but he can fight. He does get the guaranteed follow-up and inflicts attack and res -6. It's just that I want more out of the player phase dragon that I'm presuming here. Alright, so we'll call it there, guys. Once again, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping by. And I will catch y'all again on the flip side.